welcome. For this reading, we're bringing through messages from the Council of Light. So I was asked very specifically for this reading to bring through the messages. I'm going to be primarily channeling the messages. We will use cards as well, but they wanted me to free shuffle for each pile. They kind of wanted me to start each pile just by channeling what's coming through. It feels like it's going to be coming through more in channeled information than the cards. So we'll see what comes through. Definitely. I'm intrigued because I was all set to pick out the cards for each pile, and they were just like, nope, just start recording, use these specific crystals for each pile and go from there. So for pile 1, we have Nephrite Jade. Pile 1. It's amazing for the heart chakra, very grounding as well, comforting, also connected to luck and abundance. For pile 2, we have the unicorn, I believe it's unicorn jasper. I almost said agate, but it's unicorn jasper. So it's connected to independence. You know, feeling like we don't fit in, bringing in a soothing energy to that, getting comfortable with who we are. Authenticity, but it's really beautiful. Has a very like calming energy to it, actually. It's like getting comfortable with being yourself. We also have Amazonite, connected also to the heart chakra, but also the throat. Again, very calming, very soothing. It brings in almost the energy when I connect with it of the ocean, like the feeling of being comforted by hearing the waves crashing, being at the beach, like the soothing energy that comes from the ocean. So I'm going to leave it there for the intro. Definitely intrigued to see what comes through, and I will see you at your pile. The timestamps will be in the description box. Hi, pile 1. I'm excited to get into your reading, so let's go ahead and get your messages from the Council of Light. I'm going to hold your crystal and just kind of channel to start, and then we'll see what cards we're directed to. Seeing a crescent moon, which is really interesting. It's like the first light that shines on the moon after, well, it could be after an eclipse, but I'm also getting like after the new moon, when the moon just starts moving into its waxing phase, where it starts growing back in size. I would pay attention to the new moons. That's coming through strongly for this pile. Pay attention to the new moons. Pay attention to your body. That's coming through. Paying attention to how you feel when the moon is in this specific phase, because there's something connected to the body and also to the moon. Yeah, there's something connected here to the feet as well, like grounding. I'm getting grounding, connecting to the earth through the feet. You can't see it on camera, but I have wallpaper up in the spot where I'm recording that is full of mushrooms and strawberries and bunnies. There's something here connected to like rooting your feet in the earth. You might even feel guided to like go outside and kind of get your feet a little bit muddy and connect to the earth in that way, but there's something about rooting and grounding here. They're bringing me back to the moon, maybe doing that during the specific moon phase for this pile as well. Now they're saying illumination. I feel like by connecting in this way during this moon phase to the earth through the feet, there's an illumination that's wanting to occur. It's almost like there's some energy that's being held within the chakras of the feet that's I almost said protecting you, but I meant to say preventing you from grounding fully. And so by taking the time out to do this, you'll be able to get fully rooted and grounded to the earth. It's going to open you up to receiving further communication, like more deep communication from your spirit guides and from the earth herself. Now they're bringing me back to the fact that I almost said protection. So there's something here as well about protecting your energy. They're showing me protective crystals, hematite, Shungai. Shungai also connects to the body. So does hematite. Working with like the darker crystals that are meant for protection, so black tourmaline, shungite, hematite, to specifically like shield your aura from the energy of other people or anything that's draining you at this time. So if you've been feeling particularly drained, like you're lacking energy, there's a need here. Again, they're bringing me back to grounding, but also protecting your aura. If you have a career or activities that you go about that involve you going out into like public where there's a lot of people, or into an office where there's a lot of people, this is especially important because they're trying to keep your energy separated. You could resonate with being an empath who takes on a lot from other people, and they're just bringing through the message that you're in need of protecting your own energy right now because there are divine messages that want to reach you at this time. And they're still bringing the messages through, but there's something here again, they're bringing me back to illumination that needs to be illuminated, that they're having a hard time bringing through the message to you because there's so many energies that are connected to you from other people, and so that needs to be cleared. Okay, now they want me to move into the cards. So we're going to start with this, what is this deck called? The Divine Masters. So we're going to get a couple guides for you. That didn't feel quite right. This one does. Keep that, Horus. Ooh, that almost landed in the candles. Speaking of illumination. Okay. Very interesting cards you have here. They're so beautiful. Okay, so we have the green Terra. There's that earth connection energy coming through. So Horus says manifestation vortex. Belief makes manifest. Thoughts attract and create. Green Terra says healing light. Wellness unfolding. Know that healing is a journey. And Sanat Kumara says open channel, signs, codes, downloads, and sacred information. Okay, now they're bringing me to the sun. This is so interesting because we're going from the moon to the sun. There are specific downloads that you are meant to be picking up on, downloading, bringing in through your psychic awareness. And for you to be able to fully integrate, understand, and receive these they're bringing it through as transmissions. There's something here about, again, needing to protect your energy, but also needing to connect in a deeper way to the celestial bodies. So again, the moon, the sun, the earth, Jupiter's coming through. Interesting. Yeah, there's something specific here that they want to bring through for you, but at this time, there's something, I don't want to say it's blocking it because I feel like you are getting downloads. I feel like you are getting specific information, but there's something of like a higher caliber, a higher frequency that they're bringing through for you that's either being misinterpreted or it's not being fully comprehended. And so again, the message they brought through at the beginning about grounding, about connecting with the body, getting very rooted and connected to the earth, connected to the sun, connected to the moon, Jupiter even, that needs to happen before this message can be fully integrated. Ooh. All right, so you have a couple here. You have Venusian light codes, or excuse me, Venusian Galactic Council. So again, the celestial bodies have messages for you and they want to bring them through. So we have star being guides, answer the call, it's time to shine. Feel guided to look at these couple before we do the other one. We have Holy Grail, inner discovery, finding sacredness, you are what you seek. Wow, it's beautiful. Lemurian seed codes, embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, and living with grace. You might also be guided towards pile 2, which is the unicorn jasper that I had If you watch the whole intro, that's all about uniqueness and connection and, embracing our authenticity. Or you might just want to get some of this to work with if you didn't feel guided to 2 piles. I do recommend it. It's beautiful. Shambhala initiations, retreating to recharge, trusting in the process, and Dharma. Wow, that's really beautiful. Oh, and we have 2 more. Wow. Order of the Melchizedek, embraced by light, mission uncovered, don't give up. Star gathering, stars aligned, remembering home and soul family. Yeah, these cards I feel like came out as reassurance to you that you're not alone on this path. This spiritual journey that you're on, you're never alone. Your guides are with you. I do feel like you have guides from the higher realms, such as Star Family, who are really coming through this reading right now, wanting you to know that you're not doing this alone, but you do have a higher mission and you have a higher ability to connect and to receive. And so they're encouraging you at this time to do the proper clearing work, protection work that you need to securely download these messages and integrate them, because it's really important for your path at this time. And I do feel like they're closing the window of information that they wanted to bring through for this reading. So I would definitely recommend rewatching this if you feel like you missed anything, maybe taking notes, because it feels very specific. Like they gave some very specific pointers on what they want you to do to deepen your connection. So I'm going to leave it there, pile 1. This was really beautiful. Thank you so much to the Council of Light for bringing through these messages. If you feel guided to share, please do in the comments. And if you'd like to connect on a deeper level, my website's in the description box, and I do offer personal readings and energy work too. So yeah, take care, and I wish you the best of luck on your journey. Hi, pile 2. So Roswell, my cat, if you're not familiar with him, he really wanted to be a part of your reading. So I'm actually holding him right now because he kept just laying in front of the camera and I couldn't focus. So I'm actually holding him. He really wanted to be here. Oh, there he goes. Okay. So I did just want to mention that in case you have cats or you have like a cat that has passed on. I don't know why that's coming through, but it always comes through for a reason. And I'm definitely channeling for this reading. So he just really wanted to be a part of your reading. And what's interesting is the reading I recorded before this, which will be posted before this one. He was very present for pile 2 as well. So that's really interesting. You could be someone who consistently picks pile 2, but you chose the unicorn jasper. I did have time to look it up before recording. It is definitely called unicorn jasper. So you might feel drawn to these colors. It's like this beautiful green, pink, there's even some white and some gray in here as well. And I don't think the camera can pick it up, but there's actually like a geode aspect to it in that crack there. So just gonna channel from the Council of Light for you and see what comes through. They're bringing through cat energy again. They're showing me more of like primal instinct energy. Interesting. Showing me more like jungle cats or desert, like lions. I'm seeing a jaguar. Interesting. It's all about instinct. That's what they're bringing through for this pile. It's about instinct, intuition. It's about your energy impact on others as well. Again, they're bringing me back to the unicorn jasper that is all about authenticity, sharing your vision, I'm hearing. There's something tied to the heart chakra as well, because as I'm channeling for you, I have my hand on my chest and I'm just kind of feeling guided to like rub my hand in a circle, which is, what I do when I work with crystals on the heart chakra as well. There's a portal here of light within your heart chakra that they want you to tap into. They want you to take time out to connect with that portal of light in your heart. Yeah, there's something here. I don't know if this pile has been dimming yourself, dimming who you truly are, your authenticity to make others comfortable. But if you have been doing that, if you have people pleasing tendencies, which we all do, I feel, to a certain extent, but there's something here about them wanting you to outgrow that, to feel comfortable, to be your authentic self no matter who you're around, to always be true to you. Interesting. They want me to hold the Amazonite that I have here for pile 3 while I'm channeling. You could resonate with feeling very connected to the ocean, to oceanic beings. They're bringing through like mermaids too. So, very interesting, like mythological creatures are coming through strongly for this pile. You could have a channeling ability to connect with mythological creatures, fairies, gnomes, mermaids. There's something about being very tuned into that realm and perhaps having a connection there. You could feel very deeply connected to fairies, gnomes, butterflies. Interesting. They're showing me butterflies as an intermediary between realms. They exist obviously in our realm, but they also exist in the same realm as fairies and unicorns, mermaids. Interesting. They're having me like do Reiki on my palms as I'm speaking as well. So you could have a natural ability to work with your hands for healing, for energy work. And I'm hearing progression. If you've been concerned about your spiritual progression, there's no need to be concerned. You're progressing just as you should be, is what I'm getting. There's a need here for surrendering into your path. Again, they're bringing me back to the light and the heart chakra. Surrendering into this divine being that lives within your human body. Okay. I'm getting like a tingling on my crown and a tingling on the back of my head as well. And I do feel that's the channeled information coming through, but they wanted me to mention it because you could be getting this as well, and they want you to be aware that when you do get these tingling sensations on the back of the head or the crown chakra, it is divine information coming through. So pay attention to that. If you're able to, when you get those sensations, stop what you're doing and connect. Because there's divine information that wants to come through, but they want you to start picking up on the more subtle frequencies that are reaching out to you to connect. Okay, very interesting. So we're going to go ahead and shuffle some cards here. Ooh, excuse me. My apologies. I hit the camera with my hand. Okay. We have Kathumi, initiatory experience. Your current situation is initiating your gifts. Yeah, I get that strongly. There's something here you're being initiated to, and I feel like it's a deeper connection with the spiritual realms there. Moria, spiritual force field, protective light is surrounding you. You are safe. If you've been a little nervous to connect deeper with these energies, these spiritual beings that are reaching out to you to connect, you are protected. Just use your discernment. If something feels off, it's probably off, and then that would be a good cue to like smudge your space, to cleanse your crystals. However you spiritually protect your home, that would just be a call to, do some deeper spiritual cleansing. But there's no need to be afraid is what I'm getting here. You have Saint Germain, Violet Flame, Alchemy, release the old, make way for the new. Beautiful. You have 3 very powerful masculine ascended masters here. Very, very interesting. If you feel guided to any of these ascended masters to work with at this time, I would listen to that. because I do feel like it came out this way for a reason. There are also feminine energies in this deck, right? But you have 3 masculines, so they could be working with you at this time on your divine masculine energy and balancing out your masculine. Interesting. You have Temple of Truth, throat chakra, authenticity, and self-expression. Yeah, again, we have the word authenticity here, right? That's what this pile is all about. Let's see what else wants to come through. We have Venusian Galactic Council, Star Being Guides, Answer the Call, Time to Shine. Yeah, that's a really beautiful energy. I feel like there are so many beings that want to work with you at this time, pile 2, that you just need to open yourself up to that. And of course, again, like, use spiritual protection. It's important to have boundaries when we're working with spirit, right? But you need to feel that out for yourself and figure out what works for you, because it's all about doing what feels right to you for this pile. And that includes earthly human connections as well, like having the proper boundaries and maintaining those boundaries as well, right? Like, only working with those humans and those spiritual beings that feel right to us and feel like the right divine connection. So I'm feeling like the window of channeling for this pile is closing. So I'm going to go ahead and close you out, but very beautiful messages. Please do leave a comment if you feel guided to share, and don't forget to like this video if you haven't already. And yeah, wishing you the best of luck. This is so beautiful. Take care. Hi, pile 3. If you chose the Amazonite, these are your messages from the Council of Light. I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but this crystal actually has like the most beautiful shimmer in here. It's really hard to see, but I'm getting the energy here of something being hidden beneath the surface. It's like there's something, and I'm gonna hold your crystal and channel, try to like just put my hand on it so that it's still in view, but there's something here beneath the surface that wants to be brought out into the light. Pay attention to dreams you're having that are revealing like your hidden emotions. I'm getting, again, something wants to come up from the depths. It could be the depths of the subconscious. It could be something that is very deeply held within the psyche. So if you've had, which in my opinion, we've all had something like this, trigger warning, we're going to talk a little bit about trauma, but if you've had some trauma in your past or something that you try not to think about because it brings pain, there's something here about bringing this out into the open, into the light. It wants to be brought up from the depths so that it can be finally let go of and released. And it's going to be different for everyone. You know, work with medical professionals if this is something that's very deeply held or a very, you know, painful trauma that you experienced in this lifetime. Definitely work with, you know, a psychiatrist, psychologist, therapist even. Work with what feels right for you, but there's something here that just wants to be kind of brought out into the light and released so that you can move forward on your path. You're showing me a comet, which is interesting. Yeah, there's something here. It just wants to be set free. And for all of you, this doesn't have to be something traumatic. This could be limiting thoughts, limiting beliefs. It's something that's being held within the physical body as well. So if you've been having health issues and you're not sure where they're stemming from, do the work of researching the body part that's affected by whatever is affecting your body at this time, and what the spiritual meaning is of holding on to past energies there. There's a beautiful book by Julia Cannon, which is Dolores Cannon's daughter. It's called Soul Speak. And it talks about the different parts of the body and the different messages that the higher self is showing us through those parts of the body. So, for instance, like the back spinal issues are about not feeling supported. The feet and the legs can be about not moving forward or feeling like we can't move forward. I would recommend that book. In fact, let me go grab it. I'm going to actually stop this reading and go get it so I can show it to you on camera, because I feel like that's a key to this reading. Okay, here we go. So it's called Soul Speak, The Language of Your Body by Julia Cannon. And it goes through, each part of the body and why, it has different meanings and different messages that are coming from the higher self. For those of you who don't know, I'm actually a QHHT hypnotist. So I actually do sessions with QHHT. I can't do them remotely. It has to be in person, but that is something that I do, that work. So I'm very familiar with the different messages the higher self can send us through our body, and this book has been beyond helpful for me. So, and I'm not being paid to speak for Julia Cannon. It just came up and we're channeling here. So I just thought I would mention it if you're interested. Yeah, there's something coming up here. It could even be trauma stored within the body from past lives that is bringing up some different sensations within the body. But overall for this pile, I'm just getting a deeper awareness of what we could be holding on to within, our subconscious and within the body that needs to be let go of at this time. There's a desire to be set free here. I'm also getting a very heavy feeling, so you could be feeling very heavy in the body as well. For that, I would recommend starting with energy work like Reiki as well. So very interesting. I'm trying to see if there's anything else coming up. There's gold, I'm seeing gold flakes. Alchemy. It's coming up as alchemy. Interesting. I'm going to pull from the Alchemy Oracle and see what we get. I was not planning to use that deck, so I'm really interested to see what comes out here. But it's right here anyhow, so let's go ahead and pull a couple cards. Okay. Wow, you had 4 that popped out. You have Raven's Head. Silver. Saturn. Speaking of heavy feelings and things that need to be released, right? You can even see here there's, the scythe here. I think that's what that's called, to be honest. I don't know. Rotation. Okay. Let me get some quick messages for each card from this book. I don't want to spend a lot of time reading, but I do want to get you what you need. So we'll start with Raven's Head. Okay. It says initiation, the ordeal, and the work begins. Wow. Interesting. It says here, your doubts matter not to the raven, as its appearance signifies it has chosen you. You are ready and the moment is now. Can you go back to the way things were? Can you pretend nothing has changed? The raven caws a clear no. It does not apologize, as it knows your destiny is great. So again, I'm getting this pearl here as a pearl of wisdom coming through from the Council of Light, that this is a key to your development. This is a key to you moving forward, is knowing what needs to be released and knowing when to release it as well. Okay, we're going to read Silver next. Go back here. Sorry, it takes me a few minutes with the Roman numerals to find them because, Okay. Silver. Says lunar, reflective, and chrome. Don't give up now. Silver wants to build relationships like the moon, a mirror, or a poem. Let it reflect an image back. With an open heart and one more moment of willingness, the seemingly cold, stark surface of silver opens into an imaginal realm. What is there? Your own vastness, the mysteries that beckon to you on moonlit nights. Through our daily devotion to silver, we find the truest gold. How interesting, right? Because I was seeing gold flakes. So there's definitely something here about alchemizing what is being held in the depths, right? And alchemizing it, turning it into gold, bringing it to light. All right, let's look at Saturn. Okay. Structure, authority, and consequences. No creative project can come to be without the Saturnian qualities of commitment, endurance, and steadiness. The tick of the clock reminds us of this planet's steadfast presence, eternally measuring. It's no surprise it's associated with the metal lead and the qualities of density and weight. To embrace Saturn is to embrace the foundation and become one's own central authority. It's not as dull or as easy as it sounds. That's Saturn's secret. Interesting that it brought up density because, again, I was getting that heavy feeling on the body here. So pay attention to what your body is telling you, I think is the biggest key in this reading. All right. This one I know is all the way at the back. All right. Here we go. All right. Rotation. The wheel, monotony, and cycles. Let's see. Rotation is the great alchemical operation of the wheel. Through its circularity, it indicates that work performed again and again and again produces results. It reminds us of that our efforts are cumulative, not singular, nor is the work ever fixed or finished. Rather, the alchemist rises each day to tend to the laboratory, to weave their work into the world. So again, there's something here about like through this process of alchemy that you're going through and that you're going to be going through by releasing whatever is being held within the depths. It's all for the greater good. It's like weaving your path. Work with spider spirit. I'm getting that strongly. Work with the spirit of spider, and the cosmic web is coming through. Working with those like threads of information that are coming from spirit and working with them on earth to set you free in a way that, you know, releases the limitations that are placed on you, not only by yourself, but also by circumstances. There's something here that working with these energies within your body that need to be released and within your subconscious, it's going to weave a web that actually sets you free in the long run to pave your own path and move forward. So I do feel the window of your channeled message closing here for this pile. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it here, but these are such beautiful messages. I hope you feel inspired by this reading. Definitely leave me a comment if you feel guided to and let me know how this resonated with you. And please don't forget to like the video if you made it this far. I appreciate you. Thank you to the Council of Light for these messages. Take care.